3. We speak business.
The National Asset Management Agency has said that it's putting in place funding so that it can build, or rather developers working with it can build 4,500 new houses in and around the Dublin area. Dr. John McCartney, economist and director of research at Savills, is with us. John, is it a good thing that an organisation set up to warehouse bad debt and bad assets is now in the business of development? Hello, John. Oh. Well, we will have to get John's reaction to whether or not it is a good thing in a while. The details underpinning the story are that about 2,000 units are already under construction, according to NAMA. Apparently there is going to be another 1,000 going in after that. This is revealed at a National Housing Supply Conference organised by the agency. And of course, NAMA has the capacity to develop properties. It has always had it since the enacting legislation, but the understanding among many of the enacting legislation was that it would be to finish out developments rather than to start from scratch. I think John is back with us. John McCartney, I was asking earlier on whether or not it was a good thing that an organisation set up to effectively warehouse bad assets and bad debts is in the business of development.
Yes, well, I suppose, the bottom line is we are where we are, and a lot of the natural developers, the entrepreneurial developers that would be usually in the hot seat developing properties, aren't in a position to do that at the moment because they can't get funding or because they can't get the arithmetic to stack up for development because of the price that they have to pay for sites. So NAMA is in the hot seat because, it has bought the sites at, potentially a level that allows it to go and do the development, and because it can get the funding at a cheaper rate than developers can get it on the open market. So I think it makes sense given where we are.
Is there a risk that it allows NAMA to continue past the point where it otherwise might have rode off into the sunset and skews the market by so doing?
Well, I suppose, and when NAMA was set up, it was set up with a 10-year horizon, so I don't anticipate, that it would necessarily mean that it'll go beyond that. I think there has been speculation in recent times that NAMA would be wound up early, and this probably, suggests that it's got a bit more to run yet. But overall, I think that when the market gets to a certain level and we start getting development going again, we'll return to a more normal situation where developers are able to get in and develop entrepreneurially, and the importance of NAMA to kickstart the market will recede. So it's a sort of a moot point, I think.
On that thing of kickstarting the market, they're saying 4,500 new units by the end of 2016. Will that make a significant difference to the availability pressures that there are now in the Dublin market specifically?
Yeah, I think it will, Anton. I mean, that's a 27-month period. And if you take the view, and I think it's a sort of a common view, that there's about 7,000 housing units required in Dublin per annum, then over that 27 months we would need about 16,000 houses. What NAMA is bringing to the table accounts for about 25% of that requirement. So if they are delivered by the end of 2016, I think that would make a significant inroads into the requirement. The only thing is, it's likely to be backloaded towards the end of that period. There's going to be no immediate relief on the supply side, and that's a problem in the immediate future.
John McCartney, thank you very much. That's Dr. John McCartney, economist and director of research at Savills. 53102 if you want to get in touch with the last word. Now here's Tom Swift with the news headlines.
Thanks, Anton. Good evening.